This person walking around in the most secure prison in Mexico is no ordinary man. He is none other than the world's largest and most dangerous drug smuggler, El Chapo. His cell is equipped with special CCTV cameras, ensuring that he is under 24/7 surveillance. There is no window and no light source in his cell, only a shower area in one corner. Despite such tight security, El Chapo manages to slip away. He walks toward the shower area, and after a while, the security staff loses sight of him. Half an hour later, suspicion arises, and when they check, the world's biggest drug lord is nowhere to be found. How did he manage to escape? Let's take a closer look at El Chapo's life and his daring escape. Welcome back to Global Facts Videos. Born in 1957 in a small town in Mexico called La Tuna, El Chapo's real name is Joaquin Guzman. Later, he gave himself the nickname El Chapo, meaning shorty, due to his height. His involvement in drug trading started early, inheriting the trade from his father, who was also a small-time drug dealer. El Chapo's father threw him out of the house at a young age, leaving him without any means to support himself. After struggling for work, El Chapo turned to drug dealing at just 15 years old. He began growing marijuana in remote areas. As his drug business grew, he caught the attention of some of Mexico's biggest drug dealers who wanted him in their gangs. In the 1970s, he joined the notorious Guadalajara cartel, where he oversaw the smuggling operations. He was known for his ruthlessness. If a delivery was delayed or a mistake was made, he would kill the dealer. In 1980, El Chapo joined another powerful cartel, led by Pedro El Padrino Gordo, Mexico's largest drug trade syndicate at the time. El Chapo was in charge of overseeing logistics and drug shipments coming from Colombia. However, in 1989, the leader of Gordo's cartel was caught by authorities and the cartel collapsed. Taking advantage of the situation, El Chapo formed his own cartel, named the Sinaloa Cartel. During this time, drugs were being smuggled into the United States in two major ways. One was via the Caribbean, and the other through the Mexican borders. The U.S. authorities were focused on the Caribbean route, and many drug dealers were focused on the Caribbean route, and many drug dealers were getting caught. El Chapo seized this opportunity, utilizing different channels to smuggle drugs into the U.S. He became famous for smuggling large quantities of methamphetamine, heroin, ecstasy, cocaine, and marijuana. Among these, cocaine brought the highest profits, so El Chapo focused primarily on smuggling it. To avoid detection, he employed clever techniques. For instance, he would smuggle cocaine hidden in fire extinguishers, chili pepper cans, or even in car rims, methods that were undetectable to drug-sniffing dogs. But not all drugs could be smuggled in such a manner, so El Chapo resorted to building tunnels. He invested millions of dollars hiring experts to construct underground tunnels with electricity and ventilation systems. These tunnels became a key part of his operation. The first tunnel was discovered in 1990, and it was found to be 300 feet long, running from a house that served as one of El Chapo's safe houses. And the U.S. authorities were astonished. This tunnel provided El Chapo a quick escape route in case of emergency. Over time, El Chapo and his cartel earned the title Kings of Tunnels. He became so proficient at tunnel building that even advanced radar systems used by authorities failed to detect them. He would carefully select locations for the tunnel entrances, often hiding them beneath bathroom tubs or toilets. El Chapo chose the city of Otay Mesa in California as a major hub for his smuggling operations. It was strategically located near key transport routes and industrial areas, where the noise from factories made it easier to dig tunnels unnoticed. On June 19, 1993, after years of evading capture, El Chapo was finally arrested by Mexican authorities and sentenced to 20 years in prison. However, his prison became his office. He bribed the prison staff to secure various luxuries and even arranged business meetings. In 2001, a Mexican Supreme Court ruling allowed for easier extradition between the US and Mexico, and El Chapo knew that if he was extradited to the US, it would be nearly impossible to escape from there. So, El Chapo planned his first escape from prison. He bribed guards with $2 million and escaped by hiding in a laundry basket. For the next 13 years, he continued running his cartel operations without getting caught. Despite numerous efforts from the US and Mexican authorities, El Chapo remained elusive, but in 2014, his exact location was finally pinpointed, and authorities raided his house. This time, El Chapo had prepared for another escape. He had secretly dug a tunnel beneath a bathroom tub, but before he could flee, the authorities caught him. He was sent to Mexico's highest security prison, the Altiplano Maximum Security Prison, where special measures were put in place to keep him under constant surveillance. But on July 11th, 2015, when he was seen walking near the shower area, the security lost track of him again. And a half hour later, they discovered that El Chapo had escaped through a tunnel he had dug beneath the shower. The tunnel led to a construction site about 1 kilometer away, and it was large enough for a person to crawl through. But this time, his freedom was short-lived. On January 8, 2016, after a violent clash with Mexican Marines, El Chapo was captured once again. This time, the US government didn't want to take any chances, so in 2017, El Chapo was extradited to the US. Now imprisoned in the Supermax prison in Colorado, El Chapo is serving a life sentence. However, the American authorities are still wary, fearing that no matter how secure the prison, El Chapo might find a way to escape once again. Thank you for watching Global Facts video. We hope you liked it and will share it with your friends. We appreciate all your love and support. See you in the next exciting video.